Hello and a warm welcome to the Tamil Nadu Brief. I'm Sam Daniel. The headlines first. ED searches properties of TASMAC chief and 5 distillery companies over alleged 1,000 crore scam. DMK says it's intimidation ahead of elections and that it would face it legally. And class 10 results are out. Girls outshine boys. And meet this visually challenged school topper who wants to become an IAS officer. The Enforcement Directorate today searched 10 properties, including the premises of the TASMAC chief and properties of 5 companies that run distilleries over the alleged 1,000 crore liquor scam. The Enforcement Directorate claims there is collusion between distilleries and bottle manufacturing companies to generate huge unaccounted cash by inflating expenses and siphoning them off. Besides, the alleged liquor is sold at a higher price, between 10 and 30 rupees more than the MRP for every bottle. And they see there's corruption in transport of liquor, issue of bar licenses, and even in appointment and transfer of employees in TASMAC. ED claims it secured incriminating data during the raids at the TASMAC headquarters in the month of March. These searches happen in the run-up to the 2026 Assembly elections in Tamil Nadu. Only recently, Tamil Nadu's Excise Minister Senthil Balaji resigned after the Supreme Court asked him to decide between freedom and jail. He is facing money laundering accusations in the alleged cash for job scam during his term as minister under the late Chief Minister Jayalalitha's regime during his years in the ADMK. The ruling DMK calls this politically motivated to intimidate the party before the 2026 state elections. It says the centre, the BJP, is misusing central agencies to target political opponents, particularly in opposition ruled states, and that the party will face this legally. I spoke to DMK spokesperson Dr. Syed Hafizullah. The ED searches at TASMAC properties, including the home of the MD, are underway. They allege 3 levels of corruption, around 1,000 crore scam in which they say large amounts of unaccounted cash generated and siphoned off. They point out specifically selling of liquor at a higher price and collusion between distilleries and bottle making companies to generate unaccounted cash, and also corruption in transport and transfer of liquor.
See, the people who understand basics of politics of the BJP, do you know that this is a modus operandi of the BJP just 1 year before the election, wherever the BJP is at the opposition? We saw a similar episode in Chhattisgarh, we saw a similar episode in Jharkhand, we saw it in Telangana just before the election, how a scandal surrounding the liquor policy was created. We saw that in Delhi. So this is the modus operandi of the BJP to intimidate the party which is opposing the BJP just 1 year before the election. This is similar tactics. So BJP has no moral right to claim about they are fighting against corruption. The entire electoral bond episode which was decoded in the Supreme Court was apparent that they used the enforcement agencies for a quid pro quo. They used the enforcement agencies to threaten, intimidate for getting donations for the party. So this is the history of the BJP, and all these searches, all these things, I don't think people of Tamil Nadu will accept the version of the BJP and the ED.
Recently, the Madras High Court found nothing illegal about these searches, and with the opposition set to make corruption a key issue for the elections, is this going to be a challenge for the ruling DMK?
No. See, as far as the opposition in Tamil Nadu is concerned, they've always accused the DMK of corruption. They have always accused things, but here the ADMK, which has around 8 ministers, if I am not wrong, facing corruption charges. on similar lines. And this ED search, this FIR, dates back to 2017. So 4 years of ADMK rule is also involved. So the ED has come for an FIR with a predicate offence which happened between the 2017 as well. So what locus standi that the BJP has by allying with ADMK and coming and doing a search in the TASMAC and saying that DMK is corrupt party, then ADMK is also involved in the corruption as per the logic of the BJP or the ED. The predicate offence is relating to a case between 2017 when Edapadi Palaniswamy was the chief minister. So are you going to say that the ADMK, which is corrupt by your logic, is your own ally, and you are going to accuse the DMK of corruption? All this is laughable. Nothing of this will stand legal scrutiny.
But 1 year for elections, how would the DMK fight this?
Oh, we have trust in the constitution, we'll fight it legally. But as far as political angle to it is concerned, such intimidations are not going to scare us. DMK has faced much more harder intimidations. We have been intimidated in the past. We were the front runner during the emergency against the people who brought an emergency. We have seen X number of times, 10x, 100x times of what all the BJP is doing.
The BJP, of course, denies these allegations, and this development has given fodder to the opposition in the run-up to the 2026 assembly elections in the state, particularly after revival of ties between the AIADMK and the BJP. And this is what AIADMK spokesperson Kovai Satyan had to say.
The ED raid on TASMAC MD's residence today has sent shockwaves in DMK because the retrieval of WhatsApp chats that took place a year ago, which was found near the roadside, clearly indicates that this is not 1,000 crores as stated first. As our leader Edapadiar claimed that if investigated properly, this scam will cross more than 40,000 crores. There is a clear nexus between TASMAC officials, the distillery manufacturers who are now holding higher positions in the ministry and in the cabinet and in the DMK party, and the network of TASMAC outlets which were unlicensed outlets which ran more than thousands, which was headed by Sindhil Balaji. The nexus of highly powered second line leaders of DMK and the TASMAC officials and the manufacturers indicates that if investigation were to take place in the right direction, 40,000 crores, more than 40,000 crores will be the scam worth, on all these money are being intended to bribe voters in the upcoming 2026 assembly elections. Very sooner, like the Aam Aadmi Party's top echelons who went to Tihar, M.K. Stalin, his relatives and family and couple of ministers will go to jail, Pudal, even before the assembly elections.
And finally, Class 10 results are out in Tamil Nadu, and as usual, girls have outshined boys. In a heartwarming story, a visually challenged Class 10 student studying in a government municipal school at a village in Bodi Nayakanur in Theni district of Tamil Nadu has secured 471 marks and has emerged the school topper with 94.2% marks. His parents are daily wage labourers, and Nandis wants to become an IAS officer to serve the state, and he seeks the Tamil Nadu government's help.
இதெல்லாம் காரணம் டீச்சரு நம்ம ஐஇடிசி அந்த ராஜாஜி டீச்சர் கன்னியா டீச்சரு நம்ம அனைத்து டீச்சர் இந்த 10th class ஸ்கூல் அனைத்து டீச்சர் வந்து இதெல்லாம் காரணம். நான் நல்லா படித்தவங்களே காரணம். நான் வந்து எனக்கு அதில் என்னோட லட்சியம் என்னென்னா ஐஏஎஸ் ஆகணும்னு ஆசை. அதுக்கு வந்து தமிழ் அரசு உதவி செய்யணும். நான் ஒரு மாற்றுத்திறனாளி மாணவன், அதனால் எனக்கு நல்ல உதவி செய்யணும். இது வரைக்கும் உதவி செஞ்சதுக்கு நன்றி. இன்னும் நல்லா உதவி செஞ்சு தமிழ் அரசு உதவி செய்யணும். நான் ஐஏஎஸ் ஆகி அரசுக்கு நல்லா உதவி செய்யணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
What an inspiring story. And that's all the time we have for on this edition of the Tamil Nadu Brief. Hope you liked it. See you on Monday, same time. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.